Well, this is something of a Bacchus double header. Here we've got our 2018 Liberties Bacchus and our 2019 Liberties Bacchus. One is almost sold out and the other is just about to be released. Both are fantastic and both are a really interesting take on the traditional English Bacchus style. Here at Hush Heath we've always experimented with Bacchus, and I think our 18 was the first real step change we made. We used around about 10% oak and a very small amount of wild ferment in the production of the 2018. For the 2019 we decided we'd scale that up a little bit more, so we had around about 21% oak around about, and significantly more wild ferment. So this was just to add more layers of texture and flavour and help develop a slightly more structured style to Bacchus, which can be seen as being a bit one-dimensional. The 2018 was a really special wine for us. It was our first Bacchus to win a gold award at the Wine GB. Frankly, I think it was robbed of the trophy, but we won't go into that now. I'll just stew on it for a while longer. The first thing you notice about Bacchus is the colour. It's a very white gold, very pale white, and that's in evidence across both the wines. On the nose, there are traditional hints of Bacchus here. There's a bit of elderflower there, but there's a sort of gravity to it. It's a really fantastic nose. It's very floral, very aromatic, really approachable. The palate is pure Bacchus. Really, really aromatic, really delicious. Hints of nettle, slightly sort of tart finish, but not to a negative extent. It's just really well structured, very linear, very clean, and with those wonderful sort of hints of oak just floating around, which are really, yeah, very exciting, very enjoyable. The 2019, similar colour. The nose very much veers further towards the kiwi fruit and the pear, and it's more in that style, which is quite interesting because the 2 years were very different. And in fact, the 2019 was deemed as an inferior year to the 2018. But from my point of view, I actually prefer the 19. On the palate, the 2019 Bacchus is slightly softer, slightly more rounded and a bit richer, but still many of those sort of intense Bacchus flavours are around. You've got that fabulous sort of grassy note. You get a nice sort of hint of lemon pith. Very clean, very precise, very well made. Really, really fabulous Bacchus. I'm a massive fan and I highly recommend it. It's also a wonderfully versatile wine. It works with a lot of foods. My personal favourites, Oriental cuisine, charcuterie, and the big one is, for me, is asparagus. And it's asparagus season.